They throw parties for kids finishing kindergarten. Picture a room packed with balloons, smiling parents snapping 100 pictures of a child who's barely learned to tie their shoes. Big cakes, gifts wrapped in shiny paper. It's graduation day, kindergarten edition. Yet we don't blink twice. But when someone graduates high school or college, a real achievement, people expect stoic heads and muted applause. Why this mismatch? At first glance, it feels like a harmless tradition, even sweet. But there's something deeply unsettling beneath this over-celebration of what is essentially just crossing a line that nearly every child crosses without struggle. It's the awkward tension of glorifying ease, a premature crowning for something so ordinary it barely deserves a nod. This paradox pulls us sharply into the world of 20th century French philosopher Albert Camus, the staunch voice of the absurd. Camus said life is absurd because we constantly search for meaning in a world that offers none in return. But there's more. He warned against the trap of illusions, pretending there's a grand purpose to every step, when sometimes there simply isn't. Kindergarten graduation celebrations are an absurd spectacle masking this truth. We heap ceremony on children, advancing through what is, frankly, a natural progression, no sweat, no struggle. It's like throwing a parade for sunlight rising. It happens every day. Why? Because we're desperate to attach meaning where there may be none. We drown in small victories, as if the act of moving on for moving on's sake could shield us from the void that stalks true accomplishment. To Camus, this is philosophical suicide, killing your reason by clinging to comforting fictions. The fuss over kindergarten is a tiny rebellion against the cold, uncomfortable reality that not all transitions are heroic. That growth is sometimes just growth, mundane and unremarkable. But isn't that the harshest lesson? Life doesn't always hand out meaning or milestones worth throwing parties for. We confuse ease for achievement to soothe the absurd silence beneath. And one day, the world won't applaud you for passing the easy chapters. It will ask without fanfare if you faced the real challenges or just danced in the shadows of false triumphs. Celebrate the hard battles, the true leaps, but don't paint every step with the same brush just to fill the emptiness. Because some graduations aren't meant for parties. They exist to remind us how quietly absurd life often is.